He gets dropped before the world even understands what just happened. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how Andrew Tate turned a simple press conference into a psychological execution, one that sealed Chase Delra's fate long before the opening bell ever rang.
It's not a Misfits press conference without Chase DeMoor.
What began as routine trash talk exploded into chaos within seconds as Andrew Tate and Chase Delra came inches away from a full-scale brawl at their latest press conference. This wasn't hype. This was the exact moment respect died and ego took control. And later, I'll explain why this exchange forced security to physically remove Tate from the building. This was the spark that ignited everything.
And this is the world we currently live in. You know and I know. There's a long list.
The American champion had already defended his belt successfully, but Delra crossed a line by dragging up Tate's jail time and legal allegations, mocking his past and even wishing him a longer stay behind bars if he survived the fight. That's when Tate snapped, lunging forward and grabbing anything he could reach. Watch closely because this reaction reveals just how personal this fight has become. And in a moment I'll explain why Delra actually wanted Tate to lose control right here.
Here with the win.
Yeah, Andrew Tate, man, he's got experience. He's a former kickboxer. Obviously, this ain't gonna be a MMA fight. It's gonna be a pure boxing fight exhibition. But how do you think he's gonna? How do you prepare for that, knowing that he's had those kind of camps in him?
Yeah, this is a different sport. This is not kickboxing. You don't have 4 limbs. You have 2. This is heavyweight boxing. This is him coming up 2 divisions.
The room froze, the press conference collapsed, and Tate was escorted out as insults continued to fly across the divide. Delra vowed to shock the world and expose Tate's long layoff the second the bell rings. But here's what most people missed. This chaos played directly into Tate's narrative. Keep watching because the next segment reveals how Tate turned embarrassment into leverage.
I think you should have a tangerine.
You want?
Give him half the tangerine.
I was gonna say,
he
we'll
seems
split.
upset. Give him half the tangerine. Come on, give it to him. That's from me.
Oh well.
That's what I think of that team.
You try and be nice. You try and be a nice guy. You give a nobody a shot. No one even gives a this guy is.
Your
you give him a
ex-girlfriend, Bree
chance.
Stern,
You
does.
finally pay
She
him
DMs
some
me
money.
every day.
You finally pay
Come
him
hang
some
out with
money.
me.
You finally paid him some money? Delra was quickly made aware of Tate's comments, and it didn't take long for him to fire back with a response of his own. This matchup instantly became one of Misfits boxing's biggest spectacles because it's not just skill versus power, it's mythology versus momentum. Tate brings a decorated kickboxing legacy and unorthodox movement, while Delra brings size, pressure, and raw confidence. But insiders are already whispering this fight may not even be competitive. In a moment, I'll tell you why one influential voice believes this ends early and violently.
And no matter how well I perform on the night, there's going to be people with an opinion who said, you know, Chase isn't experienced enough, or Andrew didn't look that good, or he looked sloppy, or whatever. There's always going to be somebody with something to say. There's a lot of people who've been saying my name already. And I'm sure they're going to pop up trying to catch a payday because I'm the biggest payday in sports entertainment today. There's no doubt about that.
Andrew Tate insists Chase Delra is nothing more than a nobody ahead of their upcoming clash. Tate dismissed him as irrelevant, claiming no one is tuning in to watch the champion. He framed the entire event as the Andrew Tate show, boldly stating he could replace Delra tomorrow without losing a single viewer. That wasn't arrogance. That was strategy. And stay locked in because the financial threat hidden in that statement is massive. This isn't a kickboxing comeback. This is a calculated boxing debut under the Misfits banner, designed for maximum upside and minimal mercy. DeMoor may hold the heavyweight crown, but Tate made it clear he sees him as nothing more than a placeholder. Social media shots, verbal jabs, and constant provocation only fueled Tate further. And coming up next is the exact quote that sent DeMoor into full retaliation mode.
Fight, he's putting a weight clause on me and a rehydration clause, and there's a lot of things that go into this fight to make it happen, but I'm the type of guy where I'm a company man first, and I say, you know, whatever he wants, give it to him. I don't care about the pay, I don't care about the judges, the arena, I don't care about the weight. Like, just tell me how to get him in the ring and I'll be there December the 20th.
Is that...
DeMoor fired back online, promising not just words but violence and action, daring Tate to change anything about the fight. Venue, weight, judges, none of it mattered because he claims the outcome is inevitable. But here's the problem for DeMoor. Confidence without control quickly turns into recklessness. And in a moment, I'll explain why that mindset could cost him everything.
Any idiot can beat up his partners in the gym. That's not a champion. A champion beats up his opponents in the ring. So we're here in the gym to learn. It's very easy to, you know, I see lots of people who bully around the gym and then things change when they get under those lights. So I'm saving all my energy and all my venom for the night.
I've got to, before we get to further talk about the boxing, on the Misfits CEO boxing side, can I ask you to run the rule, make some executive decisions on...
Despite a rocky start to his boxing journey, DeMoor has grown into a legitimate Misfits star with real momentum behind him. A win over Tate would be the biggest scalp of his career and instantly launch him into crossover superstardom. But legends of the striking world aren't buying the fairy tale. Stay with me because their prediction is brutally one-sided.
He's got into a big fight. If you had to be truthful, look, I like Chase, I don't think he'll win. I think Andrew's just got too much know-how, he's got too much will to say, if anything. But I rate Chase from like what is from. Remember his first fight, everyone was laughing at him.
One veteran voice cut straight through the noise, saying, "Gym bullies disappear under bright lights, champions don't." That line wasn't random. It was aimed directly at DeMoor's style and demeanor. This fight isn't about who looks intimidating in training. And in the next reveal, you'll hear why experience beats chaos every single time.
It's not a threat, it's a guarantee.
Bugattis and yachts don't f.
Oh, I know, but according to your Twitter followers...
Clearly you don't know, because you don't have any.
Oh, you sure? I have a huge Hot Wheels set. I play with them all the time, buddy.
Andrew, talk to me about the fruit of choice here. Keeping yourself hydrated, getting the electrolytes in.
Tangerine, want one?
Sure.
I got you.
Jeez.
December 20th in Dubai isn't just a title defense. It's a referendum on Andrew Tate's entire persona. At 39 years old, this is the moment where myth either collapses or hardens into legacy. Fans aren't tuning in to see DeMoor win. They're tuning in to see if Tate can fail. And that kind of pressure changes everything once the gloves touch.
Are you enjoying the experience of being back in the ring, being back in that fighting mentality?
Yeah, I never really got out of shape. I've been training the whole time I've been retired, but you know, I always wondered how I'd do in a fight camp, and I'm surprised by myself, to be honest. I really do feel amazing. I really feel amazing. Even my old injuries, I thought I might come back, haven't come.
A respected Muay Thai world champion publicly guaranteed this would not end well for DeMoor. No hints, no hedging. Just a promise of devastation. Those words carry weight because he's watched Tate flatten elite fighters before. And coming up next is why that history matters far more than DeMoor's recent run.
Listen, I ain't got nobody's boss. Nobody orders the champ to do anything. I chin people for a living, all right?
So you're gonna threaten me or not?
I'm not. It's not a threat, Andrew. It's a promise.
Ooh, a promise. Well, can you promise me in a convincing way so we can make some money, please?
Well, my promise to you is when you get into the ring and your Bugattis and your yachts aren't in there fighting for you and it's your fist talking, that's the promise I'm gonna keep to you.
While jokes, fruit, and insults flew across the stage, the real damage was psychological. Every laugh, every dismissal chipped away at DeMoor's composure. Meanwhile, Tate stayed comfortable in the chaos, exactly where he thrives. In a moment, I'll break down why this environment favors Tate completely.
Oh, we can say all the names now, but truthfully, once this fight's out the way, I'm going to be having long conversations with the management of Misfits and deciding which name is going to turn the most heads.
Let me just give you a couple more. A big name, Logan Paul, hasn't been seen in the ring, Misfits ring in a long time. What about Logan?
Yeah, Logan's easier than Jake. Logan's a lot easier than Jake. He's not technically very good. He's big, but everyone's big. Big doesn't mean anything if you don't get hit. It doesn't matter, right? So, Logan would be a good, interesting one. It would certainly sell, that's for sure.
That's one, and he was named as by KSI.
The controversy exploded again when Tate claimed he had taken over Misfits boxing itself. Whether fact or fiction, the statement dominated headlines and buried DeMoor even deeper. Attention is currency and Tate controls all of it. And next, you'll see why that matters once the opening bell rings.
Say years don't make the experience, the fights do. I've been out there 15 times now, and that's more than any other person that comes from my category. I think he's going to be in there with a really big, strong, fast heavyweight, and he's not going to know what's going to hit him.
What's the end game for you, man? What's the point you're trying to prove here? How far are you going to take this?
I'm going to take it as far as God willing, man. Stay high in hopes, high in prayers.
Behind the scenes, Tate's camp hints at an aggressive schedule with multiple fights already lined up. DeMoor isn't the destination. He's the checkpoint. That framing alone tells you exactly how Tate views this challenge. But stay locked in because DeMoor believes he's already identified Tate's fatal flaw.
I'm going to use my technical skill, and I do believe I hit harder than he does, and he's going to be very shocked when he gets caught.
A question I asked to Jake Paul a few years back when he entered into this space was, what level does he think he's at? You've got all sorts of levels in boxing: amateur, pro, area, British level, English level if you're looking at the British scene. Then you go to European, you go to world level, elite level. What level would you say you're at?
That's a good question. It would be unrealistic for me to say I'm elite. That'd be completely unrealistic.
That's what Jake Paul...
After sharing the stage, DeMoor claimed he saw fear in Tate's eyes and predicted a mid-second round knockout. Bold words. Dangerous words. The kind that age horribly. Tate responded by promising a technical dismantling paired with shocking power. And the clash between those predictions is where this fight truly ignites.
In the card of the McBroom give social gloves card. It's pretty cool to see your journey, man, and now you got a real opportunity to put a real solid name on your resume. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, I look at it as a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity for me to showcase my abilities, my team to showcase their abilities in coaching. This is a team effort at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, we just want to go handle business and get up out of here with...
DeMoor insists experience is measured in fights, not years, and believes Tate will be overwhelmed by a true heavyweight. Statistically, it sounds convincing. Emotionally, it sounds desperate. Tate has built his brand on surviving threats bigger than this. And coming up is why that mindset terrifies opponents.
Sure, you're following his journey. What do you think of Jake in his upcoming fight against Anthony Joshua, man? His biggest test. Everyone, they're very skeptical about what's going to happen December 19th between them. What are your thoughts, man? What do you think is going to happen?
I think, Jake Paul is a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. I think he's definitely the underdog in that. But, Jake would never take a fight that he didn't think that he could win. So I back Jake Paul 100% just because, I know Jake is a friend of mine. And like I said, he knows what he's doing.
What do you think he sees in Anthony Joshua, man? This is a former...
Records and knockout reels tell one story, but perception tells another. If DeMoor wins, his career explodes overnight. If Tate wins, the crossover world opens wide, with names like KSI and Jake Paul waiting. That imbalance means one man is fighting for survival, while the other is fighting for domination.
And then you give him a tangerine and he throws it away. What's
better
wrong with
looking than you, younger than you, stronger than you, faster than you, more charisma than you. You are essentially giving me the keys to your empire, and I can't wait. I can't wait to run the real world.
What's wrong with this new generation, And they're so rude. They talk over you. You try and be the nice guy and they're just talking over you and being horrible. I have another tangerine. Would you eat it if I give you another one?
Despite injury rumors and relentless verbal jabs, Tate remains unfazed, insisting he's beaten bigger men before. He embraces the fact that he has everything to lose and still steps forward. That isn't delusion. That's identity. And this final moment explains why pressure actually sharpens him.
I'm okay. I don't like tangerines.
Are you sure?
Thanks, buddy.
Champ, it was pretty good. Andrew, you talk about the disrespect coming from this side. We just sat back there and there was a conversation between you two and it got real quick. And I saw a switch in your mentality. You called him disrespectful, and it felt like it was personal at that point to you. Talk to me about what this fight now means versus what it meant when you signed.
Well, it means the same.
Tate admitted this fight is a massive risk and that DeMoor has nothing to lose. But Tate thrives on suffering, on proving his words under fire. That's the difference between talking and showing up. And when the bell rings in Dubai, only one of these men will live up to the persona they sold.
So I'm here to take it seriously. It's not influencer boxing, it's boxing. I've trained 100%. I'm ready to get in there. I'm very excited to get it done. If he wants to disrespect me up until the day he gets punched in the face, it's up to him. I don't care. It doesn't change anything.
Chase, you essentially said you were going to knock him out. It was going to be easy work. that he's smaller than a lot of the guys you've ever fought, and it might be the easiest fight you have.
I'm taller than Chase.
No shot. I'll take my socks off right now.
I'm taller than Chase.
No shot, buddy. You probably put
Why
that
would
on
I
your
fight
Tinder
someone
profile.
taller than me?
So when this ends the way I told you it would from the start, remember this build-up. Remember the disrespect, the chaos, the guarantees, and the fear. Because fights like this are decided long before the first punch lands. And now you know exactly.